Chapter 1: The Development of Live Streaming in the United States. In China, the growth of e-commerce live streaming is largely attributed to the maturation of 5G communication technology and the benefits of widespread internet infrastructure. Especially during the pandemic, China's e-commerce industry transitioned into an era of live streaming. However, in other countries, the development of e-commerce live streaming follows their own unique paths. In the United States, e-commerce live streaming has been influenced by China's successful model, yet it has also grown within the context of American shopping culture, giving American e-commerce live streaming its distinct characteristics. Therefore, this article divides the development of e-commerce live streaming in the United States into 3 stages based on the industry's background period, its early emergence, and its current phase of growth. Phase 1, 1985 to 2009, from TV shopping to online shopping. Online shopping in the United States can be traced back to TV shopping in the 1980s. This shopping model has contributed significantly to shaping the current perception of e-commerce live streaming in the US, which in turn has influenced the industry's business model and development approach. Moreover, it is important to note that e-commerce live streaming is built on the foundation of American online shopping and social e-commerce, with consumer habits playing a crucial role in determining the direction of the industry. In short, TV shopping, e-commerce, and social commerce have all had important and lasting impacts on how live stream commerce has evolved in the US. First, TV shopping opens up new distribution channels. From the 1990s through the early 2000s, Quality, Value, and Convenience, or QVC, Home Shopping Network, or HSN, and Value Vision, or VV, significantly transformed the distribution channels of the American retail industry. Typically, these TV shopping programs offered well-known hosts selling a variety of products, with listeners tuning in via headphones to hear live sales data, which allowed for real-time adjustments to the sales strategies. This model bears a striking resemblance to today's e-commerce live streaming. As a once popular shopping model, the development of the TV shopping industry mirrors today's e-commerce live streaming. TV shopping emerged in 1985 when HSN transitioned from radio to television shopping. This business model quickly gained popularity in the United States, transforming the role of TV shopping in retail and successfully integrating mass communication with traditional shopping, becoming a key component of storeless retail. Today, QVC is also making efforts to enter the e-commerce live streaming sector. The rapid growth of TV shopping influenced consumer purchasing habits at the end of the last century and has, to some extent, shaped the public's perception of e-commerce live streaming today. E-commerce live streaming is a derivative of TV shopping. The key features of TV shopping are its on-site professionalism and innovative marketing methods. Leveraging the professional nature of TV programs, TV shopping has a comprehensive and standard process from production to presentation. It not only offers a visually appealing front-stage experience, but also employs a multifaceted backstage marketing strategy. From well-trained hosts to a wide range of products and a meticulously arranged recording site based on product attributes, the front stage of TV shopping effectively integrates people, goods, and venues. This integration has influenced the trend of TV shopping companies moving towards online live streaming and the future forms of online live streaming in the United States. Second, e-commerce affects the new industrial reform. The emergence of the internet and the World Wide Web has introduced new ideas and industrial transformations to retail. Since 1969, when the first e-commerce company in the United States, CompuServe, was established, e-commerce began to emerge, initially using email instead of telephone for promotional shopping. In 1995, eBay launched its e-commerce website, and in 1998, PayPal was established as an e-commerce payment processing system. In 2006, Shopify, a specialized e-commerce software for small business owners, was founded. In 2014, Apple Pay was introduced. Over the years, the e-commerce industry has seen continuous development in competition. Amazon, which was founded in 1994 as a small online bookstore, has grown to the top e-commerce platform in the United States. The benefits of e-commerce to various industries are evident, and its emergence has transformed consumer choices and purchasing behaviors. The introduction of self-service methods has enabled retailers to separate order capture from order fulfillment, significantly enhancing the efficiency of traditional retailers. In the United States, if TV shopping is considered the foundation of e-commerce live streaming, then e-commerce is the essence of e-commerce live streaming, which has become a marketing strategy and traffic hub for e-commerce. The layout of e-commerce in the United States has significantly influenced today's live streaming e-commerce. As companies like Alibaba, Amazon, eBay, and Etsy have become household names, traditional brick-and-mortar retailers have also been establishing online shopping platforms. In the US, a mature e-commerce ecosystem has gradually formed, encompassing various models such as B2C, business to consumer, B2B, business to business, and C2C, consumer to consumer, integrating the sales processes of individuals, businesses, and brands. Among all e-commerce models, B2C e-commerce dominates, but for the United States, the D2C, direct-to-consumer, business model accounts for half of the market. Companies establish their own brand websites or independent sites to sell products directly to customers without intermediaries. Similarly, the D2C marketing model relies on building brand awareness, which involves continuously enhancing customer loyalty through email marketing, social media marketing, and community marketing. According to a Gartner survey, 55% of American consumers prefer to buy directly from brand websites. Besides the D2C model, there are other models such as the subscription-based D2C, where products are sold through registered subscription services, manufacturer-made, self-branded, or white label sales, e-commerce, and drop shipping. Third, social e-commerce reshapes new buying habits. If the emergence of the World Wide Web laid the technical foundation for the flourishing development of e-commerce, then the arrival of the Web 2.0 era and the rapid growth of social media have provided significant potential for social e-commerce, shifting the focus of e-commerce from product-centric to social and consumer-centric. Social e-commerce first emerged on the internet in 2005, with Yahoo's Shoposphere platform amplifying user feedback by developing a community for product reviews and discussions. By 2014, as social media gradually gained public attention, the industry-leading social media platform Facebook integrated product purchase links into its platform, marking the formal integration of social media with e-commerce. This led to widespread emergence of online opinion leaders, and social e-commerce began to significantly enhance its influence on brands and consumers. Whether in strong or weak social relationships on the internet, the ability to share information has far surpassed previous levels. Moreover, as the sincerity of the sharing process increased, so did the purchase rate. The emergence of social e-commerce has first transformed online shopping from a brand-centric approach to a consumer-focused one. In the United States, with the rise of social media, brands like Item Beauty have gained fame and monetization through social media. Regardless of the platform or marketing strategy they use, these brands share a common core shift, moving from a product-centered approach to a consumer and influencer-focused marketing strategy, leveraging people on social networks to boost brand awareness and monetize. After several years of development, American social e-commerce has established a marketing model that is content-driven, experience-driven, and technology-driven. E-commerce live streaming in the US partly mirrors the legacy of traditional TV shopping, but it follows a similar development path to China. Online recommendation-based purchasing is more influential on consumer decisions compared to traditional shopping. Similarly, the operational models developed during the social e-commerce phase have influenced today's e-commerce live streaming, with celebrity participation and thematic content being key features. Phase 2, 2010 to 2019, construction and innovation of e-commerce live broadcasting platforms. With the development of the internet, live streaming and e-commerce has also begun to emerge in the United States. Both traditional companies and e-commerce websites have started exploring this new form of e-commerce. Initially established TV shopping companies seized the opportunities presented by e-commerce, pioneering the operational model of live streaming. Later, e-commerce platforms also introduced live streaming features. Subsequently, Chinese e-commerce live streaming broke through the social e-commerce market. After observing the benefits, American entrepreneurs began to experiment with creating platforms primarily based on e-commerce live streaming. First, traditional TV shopping is moving online. Since the rise of e-commerce platforms such as eBay and Amazon, the retailer market has been impacted by the internet. By 2010, eBay and Amazon have severely squeezed the sales share of traditional TV shopping companies. However, established companies such as QVC and HBN still occupy the consumer group that is 40 years or older in the United States. By this time, American e-commerce is already in its initial form. The maturation of e-commerce and commerce via social media has made it possible to integrate live streaming with e-commerce. Over the years, the TV shopping industry has developed an operational model suitable for live stream shopping through the accumulation of experiences and data. Live streaming venues are equipped with monitoring rooms to allow real-time viewing of sales statistics, which help the host track and improve sales through their live streams. For instance, QVC found that wearing a brightly colored tie during live streaming can actually enhance the promotion of sunglasses. With the support of the internet, traditional TV shopping companies, led by QVC, began to move their programs online, integrating e-commerce operations. At that time, the online viewing and omni-channel purchasing model was already similar to today's e-commerce live streaming. These traditional shopping platforms also reflected the characteristics of the era, continuing to target women with large-scale production and scenario-based live streaming, a format that has been adopted to this day. Second, e-commerce platforms are experimenting with live streaming. Drawing on the success of traditional TV shopping, Amazon aimed to apply its market strategies from the last century to engage with Generation Z. In 2016, Amazon launched Style Code Live, its first show. This was not only Amazon's first foray into streaming media, but also a significant breakthrough in the cosmetics industry. The show featured 3 established hosts who delivered a talk show, discussing beauty tips, sharing fashion anecdotes, and offering product advice. Despite its innovative approach, Style Code Live was still an internet-enhanced version of TV shopping like QVC. Its revenue was not enough to cover the high production costs, and Amazon discontinued the service after just 15 months. However, Amazon's efforts did not end there. In 2019, Amazon launched Amazon Live, the first true e-commerce live streaming platform in the United States. It also introduced Amazon Live Creator to provide technical support for merchants and expanded the Amazon Influencer program into the live streaming e-commerce sector. However, due to its limited functionality, it did not attract many merchants. Amazon Live, on the other hand, has since become a highly influential channel in the US e-commerce live streaming sector and is the longest running live streaming platform in the United States to date. Third, vertical e-commerce live streaming platforms made their debut. American e-commerce live streaming platforms have exhibited a distinct form from China's from the beginning. As early as 2018, before major social media platforms launched their own live streaming services, Aaron Levant, the founder of Network, was inspired by live streaming sales on Chinese websites such as Taobao, Mogujie, and Alibaba. He created a specialized e-commerce live streaming platform that combines gamification and community, focusing on collectibles and trendy toys, as well as inviting artists and fashion influencers to participate in live streams. Similarly, the Chinese platform Haiguan, which primarily sells products from American boutiques, has gradually expanded into the US market by targeting local audiences through live streaming. Platforms like Network and Haiguan have become emblematic of e-commerce live streaming in the United States and continue to play a significant role in the industry. Spearheaded by Network, these platforms have heavily influenced the trajectory of US e-commerce live streaming. Their platform models and marketing strategies also provide valuable insights for the evolution of China's own e-commerce live streaming ecosystem. Phase 3, 2020 to present day. Ups and downs of e-commerce live streaming. Many social media platforms have since launched live streaming activities for e-commerce. In May 2020, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg announced the launch of Facebook and Instagram stores. On May 9, 2021, Facebook introduced Live Shopping Fridays, a series of live-streamed e-commerce events held every Friday from May 21st to July 16, divided into 3 themes: Shine Bright, Fashion New Discoveries, and Focus on Self-Attention. These events featured 8 major fashion brands, allowing consumers to make purchases directly on the platform. In September 2021, Instagram announced that American businesses using Instagram Checkout could use live streaming to sell their products. In the same month, YouTube also launched e-commerce live streaming events primarily by collaborating with influencers and celebrities to share a variety of products. YouTube also partnered with e-commerce service provider Shopify, enabling creators and merchants to showcase their products in their channels and content. TikTok for business account holders on Shopify will also be able to add a new shopping tab to their TikTok profiles, synchronize their product catalogs to create mini stores within their TikTok profiles, and complete the shopping process directly within TikTok. During this period, major social media platforms and e-commerce platforms sprang up rapidly, capitalizing on the early success of live streaming in the US e-commerce sector. Faced with the significant benefits of e-commerce live streaming, traditional retail giants such as Walmart, Macy's, Nordstrom, JCPenney, and Tommy Hilfiger, which primarily serve offline markets, have also started experimenting with e-commerce live streaming. These companies, each with their own shopping websites, collaborate with leading social media platforms or e-commerce platforms to conduct live streaming. The e-commerce live streaming industry in the United States has also begun to think of its own differences with the Chinese environment and gradually explore the path of e-commerce live broadcasting that suits itself. First, the volatile development of TikTok's e-commerce live streaming has prompted deep reflection within the industry. TikTok's overseas e-commerce live streaming initially expanded in Europe and Southeast Asia. As a Chinese social media platform venturing abroad, it brings with it China's extensive experience in e-commerce live streaming. However, due to differences in China's foreign e-commerce, retail, and logistics environments, the development of e-commerce live streaming overseas for TikTok has not been smooth sailing. In 2021, with the introduction of shopping features, TikTok launched its e-commerce business in Southeast Asia and the UK, initially adopting an outsourced e-commerce model through Shopify. Later, TikTok explored overseas e-commerce live streaming by partnering with retailers and brands like Walmart. However, after the poor performance of TikTok Shop in the UK, some voices questioned the effectiveness of e-commerce live streaming, and many media outlets speculated that TikTok might terminate its e-commerce live streaming efforts. Amidst the volatility and challenges, after refuting rumors, TikTok began to develop its e-commerce live streaming in the United States. In October 2022, TikTok partnered with the e-commerce live streaming platform TalkShop Live, enabling cross-platform product listings and marketing through the celebrity endorsement model commonly used by TalkShop Live. Whether it's TikTok or Facebook, the friction between e-commerce live streaming and these platforms highlights that the foundation of the e-commerce live streaming industry in the US is still not solid. There are also differences in how supply and demand are met, and the positioning and industrial layout of e-commerce live streaming in the US are continuously being adjusted. China's e-commerce live streaming cannot be directly replicated in the US, and the US is also exploring a suitable live streaming marketing model for itself. While the success of China and QVC can provide inspiration, due to the differences in society, economy, and culture, the scale of e-commerce live streaming in the US is far smaller compared to the TV shopping landscape in China and the US in the past. E-commerce live streaming continues to navigate its ups and downs in the US. Now that we know the background of how modern e-commerce came to be in the United States, we can move on to the analysis of the characteristics of e-commerce live streaming in both China and the United States. Stay tuned for that in the next episode.